friends just take off every load. One time did sit down in a class and report that only set the road and me go on with the road.
Jamaica, the land of Harvey, Usain Bolt, and of course, Reggae Man. Reggae Mecca, and come catch the rhythm like no place else on earth, only in Jamaica.
And that's how I made to give him the door, breathe, I'm in the lies, and Jah knows my passion ignites it. Got the music get me excited, I'm coming like a boss.
Reggae is global, reggae is everywhere.
Yeah, reggae is my life, you know, because if for reggae, I don't know that walk out saying that or something.
We have something which the world crave even right now. Reggae is internationally known.
Reggae Conversations, personal testimonials from reggae personalities who helped to create the music. A conversation with reggae ambassadors who took the music to the world.
For this reggae conversation, we welcome Marcia Griffiths and Judy Moore of the I3. Ladies, thank you for joining us.
It's good to be
Thank you
here.
for having us.
In the very beginning, reggae had a sort of mission to spread a message of love, of hope, that things can get better, stand up for your rights. Do you think over time we've lost a little bit of our way on this mission?
Well, what you said there in the beginning, that is what it's all about. Music is life, you know, and it's our greatest weapon that we have. So the whole purpose of music, outside of soothing the soul and touching the soul, which no one can do, is to send the messages to the four corners of the earth to unite. That's why God calls upon the singers and players of instrument. We are the ones. So I don't think a lot of us realize, especially this generation, how blessed they are to be a part of the music, that they are in that position to communicate through the medium of the music. So if you are going to make a contribution to mankind through music, which is the only vehicle that we can use, we have to do it in a positive way by sending the message. And it's the only way we can send it, through the music.
Marcia Griffiths, Judy Moore, and Rita Marley, you three were a part of one of the most important and influential women's singing group in Jamaica's history. I want to go to the very beginning. How did it start? How did you meet?
All right, let me take it first.
Yes.
All right. This is not to say that I am any younger than Marcia and Rita, but they started in the music business before me. And they were two ladies that I admired, loved their music, and wish that one day I would have gotten a chance to meet them. Lo and behold, I was called by Mr. Coxon Dodd one afternoon, and he said to me that he wants me to come and do some harmonies at the studio about 6 in the afternoon, but I didn't know who I would be singing with. So when I got to the studio, I saw Rita and I saw Marcia. I couldn't contain myself. And I never had nobody to even just pinch and say, this is a moment, this is my time, this is the time I've been waiting on. Well, I never allowed them to see my glee and how happy I was. We did the song, the chemistry was right. We never had to do it like 3-4 times. And when we were done, Marcia said to Rita and I have a concert tonight at a club called House of Chen down Knoxford Boulevard. So she invited Rita and I to come and sing a Supreme song with her. Supreme was one of my favorite, and it was one of Rita's favorite, because of our group, she used to sing Supreme songs. And we went and we did a song. I don't remember if it's Remember Me, Marcel, or which song it was.
Yes.
But it was excellent. And the people that were there, they decided that, boy, you girls
They
should-
loved it.
Yes.
No, at the third night, we did a little jam. Sweet Inspirations were popular in Jamaica.
Yeah.
And all those songs were, favorites. So we jammed with some of those songs, on stage the last night. And the audience just loved it.
The voices seem to complement each other very well, but on a personality level, what characteristics did each of you bring to this group?
Well, that's the interesting thing. We are 3 different individuals, and we have a balance. It was ordained. Trust me. This blend that we discovered with the 3 of us was so perfect, and it wasn't a coincidence or anything like that. I know it was ordained. When we came together as a group, it was just so strange that it was the exact time that Bob, Pete, and Bonnie had this fallout, and he heard that we formed the group. We performed that arena on a gospel. That was our first performance.
Sister Minnie's concert.
That was the first one.
With Bob. Remember Bob was on the concert?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
But when he heard that the group was formed, it was the same time the fallout with the Wailers. So,
perfect timing.
Yes.
Yeah. And you went on this mission with Bob, particularly in Africa, spreading this message. Tell us about how reggae at that time was helping to liberate the people in Africa.
The lyrical contents of the music is what people gravitate to. The beat is one thing, but it's what is spoken, what is said on those bars. And Africa and people all over the world was just listening to what we were saying. America gave us music, R&B, but it was more about girl falling in love with boy and man falling in love with woman. But we spoke about social comments. We talk about back to Africa. We spoke about what was currently happening in our environment, in our situation. As it is said that reggae music is the people's news. Because if you were in Africa or in England and you wanted to know what's happening in Jamaica, what the temperature is like in Jamaica, then what you would do is listen to a Bob Marley. Because remember that song, 3 o'clock, roadblock. At that time, police was, drawing down on people and arresting them, And people knew exactly what was going on in Jamaica at that time. So the consciousness of the music is what people gravitated to. And that is what they wanted. Because a lot of people in Africa, in different parts of the Caribbean, we were colonized. And people wanted to be free. And so Bob's music came as a liberation. It liberated people all over. And it's like a fire that caught in every Caribbean country, every nation, And that was what people...
Mankind could relate.
Yeah.
They could relate to everything that was being said through the music. It's a way of life. And once you can relate, sometimes you hear a song and you feel like the singer is speaking directly to you because you have experienced, you have lived it. Because we are one people.
That famous concert in Zimbabwe, tell us about it, your memories of that experience.
Well, Judy and I were the only 2 that we never decided to go to that concert. We went last. Both of us traveled together when Bob, Rita, and the musicians went ahead.
That was an experience. What happened when we got there, that evening, all the dignitaries from different countries were there, including Prince Charles and his battalion, and had boats on the sea and soldiers all over the place. And it was kind of frightening. It was kind of frightening. And we were on stage. I think we were doing...
It was just a little after Prince Charles entered the stadium. You know, because this is Independence, and it's just after he came in. Then I think I was the first one that smelled something strange. And I looked around to see if the other musicians, you know, reacting to what I was smelling. It wasn't pleasant, and then everybody was just there going same way. And before we know it, the whole place just started, you know, running up and down. It was a stampede, and we realized now that this was tear gas.
We were on stage performing, and Bob was in his elements, and we smelled something strange, almost wanting you to cough, like suffocating.
Stifling.
Yes. And when we look, we saw some little children on the floor fainting.
Trampled, stampede.
Yes, and people running all over the place. And I said, me can't leave Jamaica and come here, come lose my life.
No, but when I was a little girl, I used to hear about Rhodesia and it's always war. So me just look to the heavens and I say, Father, is Rhodesia come take my life? You know, this war zone. I sure I was going to die that night.
So as she was telling you about Joe Stabliski, he's a South African, but he was in Jamaica a lot of times with Bob, or he was working with Bob.
He was working with
Yeah.
him.
And we thought, because he's a South African, we were safe with him. But he was one that was showing a lot of nervousness that didn't make us comfortable when we saw that. So what happened?
We hung on to him and run with him.
So we tried to get out of the stadium. He had, I don't remember the car that he was driving, but he tried to maneuver his way out of the stadium. Finally, we got out of the stadium and went back to the place where we were staying. And we were watching it on the television. And we saw when the Union Jack took down the Rhodesian flag and put up the new Zimbabwean flag. And that would declare independence. So we said, no, sir, we can't stay home because we come all the way to Africa for this and we're missing all of this. So we asked Joe to take us back to the stadium. When we got to the stadium, Bob was just coming off, he and the Wailers. And he looked at us. I remember him saying, now I know who are the true revolutionaries.
The real revolutionaries.
The real revolutionaries.
We couldn't even talk.
We went to Africa for all of this and run. We're not strong.
We were so ashamed.
You know? But I admired Bob so much from that day
I
because
looked on him different.
of the strength
He was
that
ready
he
to go down
displayed.
with his people.
Yeah, if it was for him to die.
Whatever it
this
was.
This is why I respect and love that man so much. Because if it means dying for the people, dying to convey the message to the people, he would have.
What sort of boss was he?
Boss? You would never look at him at no time as a boss. He was the first man to be on the bus. He was so humble. He never make nobody feel uncomfortable like he's a boss. He was just, you know, who he is. Well, Judy, you can tell him.
Well, if we're going to the concert and they send a limousine for Bob and the bus for the I3s and the Wailers, Bob is saying, put the I3s in the limousine. Let them ride in the limousine and I'll go on the bus with the brothers.
Yeah, he was just...
That is how much he cared and loved us, you know. He was a down-to-earth person, but let me tell you, he was a regimented disciplinarian.
Oh, yes.
When it comes to working, you see, when we finish working at nights and you think it's time to go home now and go sleep, We go and freshen up, and Bob called the musicians, and Marcia, Rita, and myself in his room, and we are rehearsing.
Especially if he heard something that was not too right on stage,
Yes.
because what he had, was good ears, musical ears. So if something wasn't sounding so right on stage, remember that we're going to come together after the show and we run that over and
over and over until we get it
never
right.
ending.
We rehearse like 6 months before a concert.
Or going on tour.
Yes, before anything, we're rehearsing so many months before that when you land on stage, it's as if you're in your backyard because you know what you're doing.
He thrived for perfection.
Perfection.
The name of your group, I3, it's interesting, it's memorable. Whose idea was it?
When we came together and we said what we would call ourselves, I said, let's call ourselves I3. And Rita said, I3. And I said, yes, like saying we three. So that's how the name really came about.
I
And
think
Brother Bonnie was...
Yeah, to sanction it.
Yes. Bonnie Wheeler.
You performed about 10 years with Bob. What were some of your most memorable moments?
70... What's what is
Starting
74?
from 74?
74.
What were some of the more memorable times that you had together? You three ladies in this male-dominated environment performing with one of the biggest stars in the world.
One thing I want to that has stood out, when Don Taylor, his manager, would book him, there is always an opening act. I remember one year it was Smokey Robinson, it was Betty Wright, Steel Pulse. But then that year, 1980, that the biggest tour that we have ever done, stadiums, 100,000, 70,000, 80,000, Bob decided to allow the I3 to open for him. I think that was one of the greatest things that could have ever happened for us, because we are known in Jamaica, but not out there. Who are these three ladies? But when we finish our set each night, people would know who are the I3. And I thank him so much for that, because that gave us so much exposure to the world, and we are grateful. We are grateful for that.
We have two of you, but what about Rita? The last couple of years, she's had a few strokes. But tell us about Rita in this environment.
It was really, I can't find the adjective to describe the moments that the three of us spent together, because as I said earlier, each of us has our different contribution as individuals now, and we used to reason a lot together. We used to call Rita Mother Hen, because she's the one who would go in and, get everyone out to after show. Bob's room would be so full, especially the ladies, and she just go in and say, time to go, So we all have our different contributions as three individuals, and the balance together was not just through the music, together when we come together talking about, we embrace each other, and if Judy has a problem or I have a problem, or Sister Rita, we reason it out amongst the three of us, and we are satisfied and we are filled, and it strengthens us, rejuvenates us.
Let's put it this way. We cry together. We share whatever each person, as Marcia says, is going through. We wouldn't stop until it is solved. We are solution for each other. We love each other. And because of the love that we displayed for each other, it was felt in our harmonies, because there was a oneness. The oneness that we displayed among ourselves is what we gave to the world in the music.
And Bob was the big daddy for us.
Yeah.
No one could sit beside I3 on the bus, No one said, don't crowd the high trees. You know, he just treated us.
Daddy.
Whatever we need or whatever it is.
Big
I
brother.
was a spokeslady. So I would be the one who go and, you know, do the talking to Bob. You know, if we have any little thing that we want to discuss, they send me. Just like how I would, you know, be the one that out there on stage and I would be introducing the group. So I enjoyed it, you know, because he had such a good listening ear when it comes to us. Even to come over to where we had our own chef, Inez, and he would much prefer to come and eat from our pot. Because we were preparing more healthy, conscious, you know, and instead of the chef just cooking for everybody and you know, it was unfortunate that, you know, that man worked so hard, and I think he deserved the best. But then, even when the food is cooked, he would just allow everyone to eat, take what they want, and if he feels like eating, then he would go and eat when everybody ate. And I don't think that was right, because Bob do 2, 3, 4 encores at night.
And during the daytime, several interviews. You know, he gave so much of himself.
Yep.
And this is what we say, Bob loved people. He did it for the people.
It is obvious that the I3 have been lifelong friends. Do you miss being with each other in that way, performing, singing songs together?
We do sometimes. We do. We miss those days when we were together on the road. In the daytime, we'd go shopping, all three of us, coming back with huge bags. A lot of times we have to be hiding the bags. We don't want them to see the amount of things that we bind. I personally was a shopper. So, you know.
Oh, Judy was the one who loved shopping.
Yeah, but we had some good times. It was not just work. And although it was work, we were sisters working, you know?
But you know, the most interesting thing about this group, I3, it was really the balance in the sound. Because Judy and myself, if both of us sing in the harmony, trust me, when Rita come in with her tone, it just did something different. So it's the three voices and the three different sound. And Bob was somebody who loved, you know, if we do 3 recording, we do 3 voices, he would want a 4th harmony going high.
Like you're climbing a mountain. He wants
but that
sound.
Balance with the 3 voices, boy, I just always love Rita's sound. From Studio One, you know, she just had a unique sound.
Yeah, different.
And I said this many times, Judy, no, Rita was the only one of the 3 of us that could do the same lead that Bobby's singing out there on stage, and they never clash. If I tried singing the same thing as harmonies, or Judy, it would maybe sound like it clashing with Bob's melody, but she could hold the melody that Bobby's singing, and it blends because of the tone difference.
What was your biggest hit as the I3?
Well, we had quite a few. We have 3 albums so far. And we had Neighbor.
That was a big hit.
Yeah.
Yes, so far. Are you getting us excited that something could happen again?
Far. You know, Judy and myself, we have a collab that we are preparing to do. But
it started how many years ago when we did Unconditional Love. So we are going to complete it, that album.
Any idea when?
No.
We did quite a few harmonies for scratch. We did Many are called. You did that was produced by Scratch, Lee Perry. That I3s did originally. This is one of Sister Judy's biggest song. And we did a couple of things for Scratch because he was another unique, one of a kind person.
He was. What was it like working with him? I mean, you have seen the who's who in reggae, the greatest people in reggae. What was it like to be in that environment, the pioneers building this music that we have today?
It was very interesting working with somebody like, it's all about energy. And trust me, Scratch was so active. The positions that he would hold behind the board, and he's just always, you see him in videos, he would just always be going. He was just different. People love to work with Scratch. Duppy Conqueror, all these songs. It's different sound. For example, Scratch had a song, People Funny, and it's the first time I ever hear somebody locking a baby crying in the introduction of a song, and it goes in time with the rhythm. That was so amazing. I think he was a genius musically.
I think everybody agrees that.
Yes.
Scratch is a genius. Sister Judy, people, have been looking at the music, comparing today's music with music of, say, the Studio One era and coming up. And some people think that the music has lost something. Do you agree with that?
I think it has, because the purpose that the music had then is not the same purpose. We were not money driven. We were in it for the message. We were in it for the purpose.
It's not just a purpose then. That's a purpose of music, but it's not being treated like that now.
Exactly.
But we have a problem because people have been saying that we need to monetize this creation to, to help people, disadvantaged people. We need to make more money out of reggae.
It's not all about money.
That?
It's not all about money. It is, but I think Bob said, or if it's not Bob, it's Peter, to say that I am a millionaire. He said he was a millionaire, not having that kind of money, but having the inspiration and the power, because music is power. Music can go
greatest
to different
weapon
parts of the world.
No other weapon is as powerful.
Lives.
Yeah.
And I just want to quickly segue into the power. I remember when Nelson Mandela came to Jamaica, and the stadium holds 35,000 people, and it was jam-packed. And people were behaving unruly, jumping the wall, fights starting over there, so all kind of things happening. And when Ibu, it was Third World, was the band on stage, and we were on stage with them. And when they decided, the lady said to Ibu, start the music. I mean, when I tell you the fight that was happening, and you really think that all of this is not going to happen, because the police could not control the people. They too, I think, had to fire tear gas. You understand? And when the lady said to Ibu, start the music, and the music started, there was a hush.
Magic.
There was peace. There was calm. Music has everything in it. But the person who is behind it, you have to be intentional. Because the kind of music, some of the music that you're getting now, some people are intentional in what they are doing. And that is misguiding the youths and misguiding people. But our intention was to teach, to inspire, to uplift,
educate,
and educate.
Unite.
Yeah. So that is why the music is what it is today.
That is our biggest, greatest weapon.
The intention is not there. We just want to make our money.
What is your wish for the nation?
My wish is that this generation would be aware and be conscious that they are blessed to be in this position. So let us all come together and send more positiveness through the music to unite the world, not just Jamaica, the world, because nobody can live without food and music.
Sister Judy?
Bob going to the four corners of the world is not just Bob going, but he was inspired, he was commissioned to go. God was the one who inspired him. Whatever we have, we were born with it. Is whatever, when we came up, we came with it. We were born with music in us. But music in us is not just to sing, to earn money, and to sing what you want to sing. Music was really to fulfill God's wishes and God's purpose. And I understood that Bob knew that he was on a mission.
Yes.
Bob knew. When Bob went into the studio, each time Bob would have taken the Holy Bible with him. And his songs, his lyrical contents would have been, some of it taken out of the Bible. So I want to see, with all the wars and what is happening in Jamaica, and we said we want peace and we want harmony, but it's not gonna come unless we go back to the foundation, which is God, acknowledging God and know what God wants for Jamaica. You know, he has blessed us with sports and music. He has blessed us with that. And so we have to give him what he wants. Not to do what we feel like because we want to feel good. No, it's not a feel good. It's a mission. The tool to change the world. Music, reggae music.
Reggae music is the heartbeat of the people. There is no way you can hear reggae music anywhere and you sit still. Like Bob said, one good thing about music, when it hits you feel no pain.
Sister Judy, you decided to go into gospel. When did you make that decision? Was it an easy decision to make?
It's not a decision, it's a calling. God has called me. He was calling me for a long time, and I ignored the call. But I realized there were certain challenges that came into my life that I could not escape. I felt that I did not want to live, and I ran to him. I ran in his arms, and he gave me the strength that I needed. He loved me like no one else can love me. And I'm doing gospel music now because gospel is the news, the good news that yes, we were out there and we couldn't find our way. We were lost in different things, different habits, different things, and God rescued us. And that is what he did for me. And so I owe him my life. I love him so much, and it is because of his love in my life.
Sister Marcy, any plans to change, to sing gospel? Is that something that you would do?
Why not? I've done gospel before. I have a gospel album at Penthouse that I started from in the 90s while I was there, and I am determined to complete it. But I remember while we were on the bus on tour, I said to Bob one day, you know, I want to do a gospel album. You know, and Bob said, make sure when you're doing the gospel, you're living it.
That's real.
Yes, and I never forget that.
That's real. So
And
real.
I know I was born to serve God. I was born a Christian because I never falter, I never changed from who I am, and I grew up in a Christian home. When we never had food on the table, the love and the bond that we had as a family, praying all three sisters, me and my other two sisters, we used to just sing gospel songs and harmonize each other. So our belly was full even though we're hungry, because the love and that togetherness and knowing God.
You say you're going to sing as long as you live, and you say you're spending a lot of time in the studio now in the pandemic.
Yes.
When are we likely to get some more of your good music?
I have an album coming out very soon on Tad's label, and I have a single that is coming out shortly, and I am doing some tracks with Buju, and that should be out soon.
You're very busy.
Very busy indeed,
What
and
about you?
careful at the same time.
Absolutely. What about you, Sister Judy? Future music, future plans?
Yes, I am presently writing. I have done some tracks before, laid on some tracks for my new gospel album.
Do you have favorites of your own collection? I don't know. I've always wanted to know. It's a little curiosity. When you sing music and you say, you know, I just enjoy singing this. Do you have favorites from your own collections?
I don't know if I have a favorite. The ones that I love most is the ones that relates to the woman. Like, for example, the song that I did, Survival, a lot of women relate to that song. But, you know, Sister Judy have a lot of song, you know, embracing women, empowering women. And that, you know, I look forward to relating to my sisters, you know, through the music. Because as I say again, it's just the music we have. We just don't want it to keep falling on deaf ears. You know, we are giving the message, but it's falling on deaf ears.
You have two songs that women talk about all the time, Black Woman and Hush Baby Mother.
Yeah.
What were the inspiration for some of these?
Wow. The Black Woman, I was reading a book by Julius Lester called To Be a Slave. And it was talking about the degradation of women and what they went through in slavery. You know, women lose their husband being sold from them, their children being sold, and they were just alone, and it was hard on women. And I would be sometime on the JOS bus, because those days I didn't drive, and I would have to come off because I'm crying, I'm bawling. I have to sit on the sidewalk and cry. But while I was reading that book, I was pregnant now with the information of what I was receiving from that book. And with that pregnancy, that was what gave birth to the Black Woman album.
And the Hush Baby Mother?
Hush Baby Mother, you know, is a man write it. Yes, Howard Bedesi, a bass player, tremendously, talented bass player. Howard Bedesi, we call him Spread. He was the one who wrote that. And I did it justice because it was my heart. It was from his mind to my heart.
Women have told stories of how difficult it is to make it in pretty much any industry. And they complain about things that happen in entertainment, how hard it is for women to make it.
Yeah, it is hard. It is hard, and even when I was coming up, it was worst.
It was male dominated.
Yes, male dominated, and the money that a man would earn in the business, they wouldn't want, promoters don't want to give it to a woman then. I think today, if you get to a place where you stand up for yourself and you're at a place, you have music out there and you are a recording artist and you are in demand, then you can stand up. But if not, you have to have somebody to stand up for you. You have I've seen it with the brothers, the DJs. They bring on their friends on stage. And that help a lot because that is promotion. That is promotion for young artists coming up that don't have anyone to support them, no manager, no promoter, no nothing. So we have to try and help each other in the business. We have to try and help each other in the business, and we have to see to it. Because when I was coming up, I never had anybody to look out for me, and I was taken disadvantage of. Record company let me sign contract, and before you know it, the contract renew itself every 3 years, and I could not get out of it. I had to get a lawyer, and for years I had to be singing under the name Julianne. I had to change my name. And I mean, there's a lot of traps out there. There's a lot of unscrupulous people out there. And we, Sister Marcia, myself, and others, as we say from the old school, we will have
Good school.
Good school. We will have to take up the responsibility and try and assist those young ones that are coming up.
And the unfortunate thing about it is that those people that manipulate us and use us, they are not the ones with any talent. You know, but they gain the most, they reap the most. But as I always say, me as a woman, I have no doubt that this is my portion in life that God has given me with this talent. And when I sit and listen to maybe 90% of the young women in the business today, mention me as somebody who has inspired them, that the business could really have a balance now, not totally male dominated. I think that is my greatest accomplishment in the entire journey, to know that I have inspired all of these ladies. So, you know, it was a good contribution. It shows me that my work was not in vain, and these people were really admiring the things that I do. So this is all the things we have to do to, you know, bring about young talent, you know, because Jamaica is full of talent. So we have to think about all these younger people that coming in the business. You know, as long as they really know and recognize there was a foundation, and they must remember where everything started. This never does happen like that.
Who were some of the musicians, singers that you looked up to coming up in your career?
Oh, there were some great musicians that I work with. First of all, I can never forget the Scatterlights. Don Drummond, Jackie Mitu, Lloyd Nibs, Brivette, Roland Alfonso, Tommy McCook. These are original foundation musicians, great musicians. And then we have Dean Fraser. We could talk about so many great musicians right now. The younger generation, like Kirk as a drummer, you know. But we have to remember those musicians at the Scatterlights. Foundation people. This is, I usually refer to Studio One as where we all graduate. All of these icons graduate at Studio One, and that is where the foundation of the music was. Duke Reid was downtown, you know.
I was of the Federal Records stable.
Yes.
That's, you know where that is now? Tough Gong.
Yes.
Rita Marley bought that place. Bought Federal Records, and it's now Tough Gong.
I remember a lot of times when Bob wasn't able to get studio time, he was always saying that one day he'll
own his own studio.
Yes.
And it has come to pass.
Yes, yes.
What were some of the more funny human moments on the road as a reggae artist?
We always have so much fun driving on the bus. Because you see that album, Babylon by Bus? It's not like today where they have bunks and tour buses. They have bunks, you can go to sleep. Our bus was sit up, you know. So Bob was a man who just kept everybody laughing. He was just so humorous. I remember one day Seiko, the percussionist Seiko, was drinking some milk on the bus, and immediately after the milk, Seeker start drink some orange juice. And Bob say, "Oh man, a yogurt you make in your belly." And you know, it was so funny. But overall, the things that Bob would say, I don't hear nobody else say those things. They are so humorous. And I know he got that from Miss Booker, his mother. She is something else, Miss Booker. And Bob got all of those qualities from her. He would just make you laugh. And then, this is one of the things that inspired me to write the song, He's a Legend, that I dedicated to him. He had strength like a lion, but he was like a baby. He would,
lamb.
Oh my goodness. He was just different. Even the things that he heard, if we are in the studio and he's gonna make any contribution to the harmonies, never any oohs or ahs that the regular harmony singers. He would come up with the most unique things, different. You know, so that those moments I realized, I recognized that this man was special, unique. You know?
Sister Judy,
The first time I met Bob, I was at a rehearsal at the Ward Theatre, and I remember I was doing a song called Suspicious Mind by Elvis Presley, and I heard somebody singing about 3 octaves above, singing higher than what I was singing, and I looked around to see who it was, and when I looked, it was Bob Marley. You know, Bob can sing high. Yeah. Yes, and I said to him, "Bob," and I said to him, "You can't write a song for me. You can't write me a song." And he said, "Come down to Trenchtown, man. We have a whole heap of song down there. You can pick, choose, and refuse." Each evening when I finish my work, what I would do is dress, put on my clothes, and go down to Trenchtown. And Bob would be rehearsing Rita and I. Each evening, a song called Down in the Valley. It's on my Black Woman album. Every evening, the one song. And you would think we're going to record it next week. But Bob, as I say, he's so regimented, and you must get it right. You must get it right. You know, and that is my encounter. I encountered Bob's music before I encountered the man. I was in love with the man before I met him personally, you know, and that was it.
And you know something else about that man, no matter how beautiful, he knows how to get the best out of you, because he will never say great, good. So you're wondering and you keep going for better, because he's not gonna say, you know, him just leave it. Even when he's satisfied and he's pleased, you will never, even
he will tell his friends, but
yes,
he would never compliment us. Never.
And I remember one day we was on stage and Seeker was supposed to be playing like the repeater and the congos, and him just turn around and say, "I repeat a man about ya." But he's not directing it at the percussion man. But Seeker know right away, say him have to step it up. You know, he was just so different. We got carried away one night, you know, while he was performing. I think it was Eden back there. Look here now, I have never seen a man that the music and his movements and his body movements just lock as one. We supposed to be singing Eden back there, but when Bob coming off the stage and his body just bouncing with him, all 3 of us see, we look on Bob, we get carried away, cause we never see anything like that.
Spellbound.
We forget that we're supposed to be singing, because when we're watching this man, him just, the whole body movement is like unbelievable. And that is what happened to us on stage almost every night. sometimes we think Bob going fall down, but why?
Something just throw him back on the stage.
Yes.
Does him look like him off the stage?
I watched Chris Blackwell one night at the side of the stage, and Chris unconsciously was just going through every movement, and him don't even know that him, because him just feel like Bob was going to fall down. But him just living it too, because him moving everything with Bob doing it and don't even realize.
Yeah. He was a very spiritual man.
Oh.
You tell the story about when one time you thought you were going to faint on stage.
Yeah, I was pregnant, and after Lively Up Yourself, I was dancing up a storm, but Judy at the end, Rita in the middle. So when I finished when the song finished, Lively Up and No Man No Cry started, and Bob put down his guitar after Lively Up, I hold on to Rita dress, and I said, Rita going faint quietly to her, but you know, everybody have to be, look here, those days, you know, it's not like now I say backup singer, whisper and all them things, nothing like that. Bob was, everything supposed to be right. So I hold on and I say, Rita going faint. I see Peony, Wally and everything before me now, because I think I overdo myself. And before I know it, Judith, I tell this story so much. Before I could fall to the ground, it's just an arm I feel around my neck. That after the whole thing, I had to ask him why him come over to me, and I tell him what was going on. But Kaim don't look at us, you know, with him eyes usually closed when he's performing. And I don't know what could have gotten into Bob to just, because I was pregnant, and maybe because the song start now, while the music playing and they introducing the song, and he came over, I just felt his arm around my neck with the microphone, and he just took me away from Judy and Rita, and slowly, and was doing some ad-libs about mothers and children all over the world, and walked me slowly center stage. And you know, instantly I was rejuvenated.
Healed.
And and then he walked me back to my position, and for me to tell you now and to really see what was happening, and I felt and know that I was going to hit the ground, and I never really want that to happen, because he would feel so bad. And out of nowhere, God just lead him over to me. And that was all I needed to rejuvenate.
Memories by the score.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That was amazing.
Old pirate, yes, they're rabbi, sold I to the merchant ships. Minutes after they took I from the bottomless pit, my hand was made strong by the hand of the Almighty.
Greetings. This is yours, Freddie McGregor, real big ship captain. Tonight we have a very special lineup of songs for you and yours, some that you probably haven't heard in a long time, but such is Freddy's catalog. So wherever you are in this world, make sure you check this journey with Freddy.
Have to tell you how I feel. You know my loving is real. From the crown of my head to the sole of my feet. Now what is this that I feel taking control of me? Now my body's in trouble. It's you that I need, yeah. Is it how you walk or is it how you talk? Is it how you smile that makes me come alive? I wanna know what it is about you. Your time, I said, every little thing that I've been searching for. Girl, I see it in you. You're my dream come true. And every little day, every little way, every single night I pray that you'll be there for me. Cause I'll be there for you. Oh, well, is it how you walk or is it how you talk? Is it how you smile that makes me feel? I wanna know what it is about you. Now can we go for a walk and have a little talk so I can get to know you? Got a lot of things to show you. Please understand that I'm only a man and my urge getting stronger. Don't keep me waiting much longer. I will wanna get to know you better. Whoa, yeah, now slow it down so I can say what I wanna say. Oh Lord. You wanna have things your own way. Don't give a damn what you do or say. Maybe you don't listen, maybe you don't care. Now you're going astray, yeah. How long will it take you to change your ways? I'm asking. This crazy living night and day. But if you wanna go, you must go. And if you wanna stay, come my way. If you wanna go, you must go. And if you wanna stay, come my way. If you wanna go, you must go. If you wanna stay, come my way. If you wanna go, you must go. And if you wanna stay, come my way. Instead of fussing every day, why don't you kneel down and pray now? Sometimes it's best to look the other way. Life could be better one day now. How long will it take you to change your ways now? This crazy living night and day. But if you wanna go, you must go. If you wanna stay, come my way. If you wanna go, you must go. If you wanna stay, come my way. If you wanna go, you must go. If you wanna stay, come my way. If you wanna go, you must go. And if you wanna stay, come my way. Got to do what you gotta do, yeah. Oh Lord, yeah, now. Got to do what you gotta do, yeah. Oh Lord. If you wanna go, you must go. And if you wanna stay, come my way. If you wanna go, you must go. And if you wanna stay, come my way. If you wanna go, you must go. And if you wanna stay, come my way. If you wanna go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. And we want to thank you all for coming out this evening to the Freddie McGregor and Friends Experience. And we have some bridging will come bust the place later on for you.
Freddie McGregor is a singer from Clarendon who at 7 years old wrote a song called Roll Dumpling Roll and started to get threepence or 3 pence as it was known back then to sing that dumpling song, which took me to Kingston, to Coxon Studio 13 Brentford Road, popularly known as Studio One, and it began from there and hasn't stopped since 1963.
So mass, if you're feeling irate and you're ready to party, oh Lord, yeah, oh yeah, now, yeah. Say everybody just run, come for take it. What's the last? I don't have it already. Hey man, not time for you get steady. Cause everybody don't know Judge a massive Africa world. Yeah, now here I come. Ribbit it again. Africa world. Oh my God, says here I come. Whoa, say Ethiopia land is best of all. Repatriate, make we take it all. Enough land out there for each and every one. Work hard and make we dump it in the yard. Africa, oh, yeah, now. Here I come. Ribbit it again. Africa, oh my God, yes. Here I come. Mix them in the north. So when we go there, when I run left it, I just know say we are fit. So when we go there, when I run left it, I just know say we are fit. The boss always want to be richer, while the poor man slave and suffer. That can't work. Hear me now. To be poor is a crime. Man, if you know that in this time. To be poor is a crime. A woman, if you know that in this time. I don't wanna be begging. Jaja knows I'm a trying to make a honest living. With all of my strength I'm a giving. To be poor is a crime. Man, if you know that in this time. To be poor is a crime. Yeah. Woman, if you know that in this time. I'm tired of being pushed around. Oh, giant me to get off the ground. They want to see me go down. It's really hard for some of us to stay around. To be poor is a crime. Man, I know that in a distance. To be poor is a crime. A woman, I know that in a distance. Oh Lord, yeah, now. Oh na 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 na, yeah. Oh na 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 na, yeah. Oh Lord have His mercy. The boss always want to be richer, while the poor man slave and suffer. But that can't work. I read these things in prophecy. Oh boy, hear me now, myself. Looks like the sun, it doesn't shine for me. Pull up that one. Pull it up. Massive, what you say? So we do it. I read these things in prophecy. Oh, hear me now. Looks like the sun, it doesn't shine for me, yeah. Still I'm a living, trying to be free. All of me people, freedom is a must. I know. No matter how the fuss and go on, because I read these things in prophecy. White say, and when the rain starts falling down and they got no water, what they gonna drink? They're gonna bow down to the ground, wishing that they were under. Oh Lord, and when the stars start falling down and fire's burning red hot, there will be weeping and a national teachers. Everyone will be mourning. A whole lot of people will be mourning. Everyone will be mourning. Sinners, you will be mourning. Everyone will be mourning. Looks like the moon, it doesn't shine for me, yeah. All I try to do is right in the people's side. Massive and cool, yeah. Freedom is a must, I know. No matter how the fuss I go on, because I read these things in prophecy. White say, and when the rain starts falling down and they got no water, what they gonna drink? They're gonna bow down to the ground, wishing that they were under. Oh Lord, and when the stars start falling down and fire's burning red hot, there will be weeping and a national teachers. Everyone will be mourning. I hope all my people won't be mourning, for everyone will be mourning. Sinners, you will be mourning. Everyone will be mourning. Oh my gosh, I read these things in prophecy now. Oh Lord, I'm waiting. Thank you. Wait, so we're feeling irie? And you gear up for some more. So, let me tell you tonight, the person in charge of all these selections tonight, I must tell you, is Mr. Dean Fraser. I didn't pick one song tonight. Dean said, Freddy, we want to do some songs tonight that we don't normally do. And this song coming up is one of them. It's called Natural Cali. So the hardcore Freddie McGregor fans will know this one. And if you don't, check this one out for the first time. Tell the world all about it. Yeah, yeah. Been down in the valley, smoking natural cali, getting inspiration, giving it to the nation, spreading it, cause that's my work. Yes, I'm spreading it, cause there's nothing else to do. People, look around you. Can't you see we're living in poverty? This pain is too much for me. Oh Jah, oh Jah, oh Jah, save the people, free them from captivity. This pain is too much for me. Oh Jah, oh Jah, oh Jah. To enter Judge's kingdom, you got to be full of wisdom, knowledge and understanding, given you by commanding. Jah command you to do His work, and if you don't, He will raise up stones. People, look around you. Can't you see we're living in poverty? This pain is too much for me. Oh Jah, oh Jah, oh Jah, save the people, free them from captivity. This pain is too much for me. Oh Jah, oh Jah, oh Jah. Mr. Dean Fraser, ladies and gentlemen. People, look around you. Can't you see we're living in poverty? This pain is too much for me. Oh Jah, oh Jah, oh Jah, save the people, free them from captivity. This pain is too much for me. Oh Jah, oh Jah, oh Jah, save the people, free them from captivity. This pain is too much for me. Oh Jah, oh Jah, oh Jah, save the people, free them from captivity. This pain is too much for me. Oh Jah, oh Jah, oh Jah. Thank you. Thank you.
Big ship. One morning I was up in Stone Hill waiting for Linval Thompson for a recording session at Channel 1, and we were actually making the album Big Ship. I had no idea it would be called Big Ship. So yes, we had a couple of early morning sessions, and this morning, Thursday morning, we decided we was going out early because we wanted to end the day early. And I went up to Stone Hill to pick Linval up, and while him getting ready, I was sitting in a swing. And you know, Stone Hill kind of high up, so we were overlooking the seaport. And lo and behold, that morning, in the mist, I see a big green ship pulling up into the harbor, but unusually big. And Linval came to the door to beckon to me that I'm almost ready. And I said, Linval, come here, Linval. Look on that ship there. And him come out and him look through the mist for a minute until him spot the ship, and him say, yo, it's big for true. But it really was unusually big and loaded with containers, so I'm assuming it's a Chinese ship. And I had a box guitar in my hand, so I started playing a F major 7 and a G minor chord progression. And all I was singing is Big Ship Sailing on the Ocean. Big ship sailing on the ocean, and we don't need no commotion. Just that. And it kind of stuck in my head, and you know, for the rest of the time, about another 10 minutes, I sitting there in the swing singing this Big Ship thing until Linval come and we got ready and we went on to the studio. So we recorded about 5 tracks a day. And at the end of the recording session, the musicians packed up. I remember Style Rotterdam zip up him drum case, Bingy Bonnet zip up him guitar, Flabberwood zip up him bass. And the idea came back to me. And we shout out to them and said, gentlemen, you know, so I have another idea. I'm going to forget about it. Everybody stopped. So I walked around the piano, started playing the progression, F major 7, G minor. And Steely walked over to me and went up to the higher end of the piano. And while me I play the progression, I play a phrase, kadang kadang teng, ting ting tung, kadang kadang tung. And so Flabber just unzip him bass, plug it in and run him finger over the fret. Woo! tum, pimpy tim, pum, pippy tim, tim. And then style Rotterdam now. And zip him jump case. Take out him jump stick. Kukum, ting, ting. Go! And everybody inside the voice room start shout out, hit song, hit song. And the engineer beckoned to record, let's take one. And the rest was history. I went back like a week after and completed writing the song for it. Sometimes, you know, people refer to Big Ship in different ways. Some people call a sizable woman Big Ship. Them call all kind of things. And one of the things that helped that song to break so fast really was England and Falkland went to war the year that song came out. And I was in England too. And so ship was sink and the song just get more popular. And then the cruise ship industry caught on to the song. And I must say Big Ship has been the #1 song on the cruise ship chart for many, for as long as that song has been out. And still standing there. Because every cruise ship uses it to go out. And in coming in, they use Big Ship as well.
So the big ship comes sailing on the ocean, and we don't need no commotion. Straight up rubber up tonight. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sailing, sailing, oh Lord. Say when I'm ready, better hold on steady. We're moving off at lightning speed, yes. Take a seat, just wait till I'm ready. Right now we die a massive, hold on steady. The big ship sailing on the ocean. Right now we don't need no commotion, come on. Big ship sailing on the ocean. Sail all the way from heaven till tonight. Big ship sailing on the ocean. Oh Lord, we don't need no commotion again. Big ship sailing on the ocean. Oh well, there is a time when the sea gets rough, the wind is blowing and the fish them keep moving. What are you doing, brother man? Sit down, hold on tight, get ready, cause we're sailing. Big ship sailing on the ocean. Oh Lord, we don't need no commotion again. Big ship sailing on the ocean. Whoa, whoa, a big ship sailing on the ocean, and we don't need no commotion again. Big ship sailing on the ocean. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh Lord, come along, yes, we're sailing tonight. Come along, we're gonna make it alright. Ah, yeah. Oh yes, a big ship sailing on the ocean. I'm sure we don't need no commotion. Oh Lord. Right now we're ready, better hold on steady. We're moving off at lightning speed, yes. Take a seat, just wait till I'm ready. Bring him on, I'm gonna hear the Massive sing this one. Come on, yeah, Massive. A big ship sailing on the ocean, and we don't need no commotion again. Big ship sailing on the ocean. Oh yes, you start to sound like you're ready, come on. Big ship sailing on the ocean. I'm gonna put you on my next live album, come on. Big ship sailing on the ocean. Bring him on that one more time, I'm going to hear the Massive again. Bring him. A big ship sailing on the ocean. You start to sound like Hope Zuma Squire again. Big ship sailing on the ocean. I'm gonna put you on my next live album, come on. Big ship sailing on the ocean. Oh, my Sven crew, yes, you're sounding real irie again. Big ship sailing on the ocean. Thank you, my son, we love you, God bless you. Oh, Lord. Come along, yes, we're sailing tonight. Come along, we're gonna make it alright. Ah, yeah. Oh, yes, the big ship sailing on the ocean. I'm sure we don't need no commotion. Oh, Lord, yeah. Whoa, don't hurt my feelings, darling. Oh Lord, saw you last night and told you how much I love you. You didn't believe Oh, come today, you're gonna believe me. Gonna squeeze and show you I care. Only promise me you'll never hurt me. Maybe I know myself. Oh, don't hurt my feelings. Don't do that to me, yeah. Oh, don't hurt my feelings. Gonna show you I care. Oh, don't hurt my feelings. Gonna make you mine. Oh, don't hurt my feelings. Hey, saw you yesterday, you were hiding in a corner. Couldn't believe my eyes that you would come on, yeah. My friends all said that you are shy. I wanna know the reason why. No need for that right now, gonna show you I love you. One more time, I say, oh, don't hurt my feelings. Don't do that, yeah. Oh, don't hurt my feelings. Gonna show you I care. Oh, don't hurt my feelings. Gonna make you mine, yeah. Oh, don't hurt my feelings. Don't do that, yeah. Oh, Lord, now, don't hurt my feelings. Oh, well, yeah. Don't hurt my feelings. Oh, well. Don't hurt my feelings. Oh, Lord. Wow, 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 wow. You give me fever in the morning. You give me fever in the evening. Fever in the night. Fever in the night. Mama didn't tell me you were so lovely. That is why you give me fever. You give me fever in the morning. Give me fever in the evening. Fever in the, oh well, fever in the night. Oh well, don't go, please stay. Don't go, please stay. If I called out your name and had reason, would you go or would you stay in my arms? Knowing how I love you so, but you still turn and go. But this time it will be different in a lot of ways. Don't go, please stay. Don't go, please stay. Wow, 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 wow. Oh well, na 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 na, yeah. Oh now, na 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 na, yeah. Oh Lord, na 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 na, yeah. Oh well, oh na 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 na, yeah. Somewhere. Thank you. Thank you. Well, so we're feeling irie? And you still want some more? Yeah, man, me and him Freddy now, we're always ready, so you know we have enough tune lined up for you.
I think I grew up among the very best, the finest, Scatterlights. Yes. It was Jackie Mitu. It was Roland Alfonso. It was Johnny Dizzy. It was Jerry. It was the greatest of the greats back then, and I had the opportunity to be there in the studio, being Mr. Dad's son, because me alone could have seen at the studio. Because when you're young, there's a thing called recording, red light. So that is a sign that when you're in the studio, when that red light is on, you can't make a sound. So the engineer would always shout out, red light. And so you have to stay silent until the song finish. And so that's a discipline where even me using in my everyday life as a result of learning that from early childhood. But yes, I was patient. I wanted to learn. I wanted to learn from the best. I never know a lot. So I listen, observe. And when the musicians took a break and went outside for lunch, I just jump around the drum set and play a little drum, jump around Jackie keyboards, bang around a little, and when we hear them come on the door squeak, you kind of just swell back your can. And they love that too, because they like the fact that I was disciplined enough not to disturb them and so. There were people like Alton Ellis, Ken Booth, Bob Andy, most certainly. Bob was there too, because when I was at Studio One, Bob used to live across on the other side of Trenchtown, and all we had to do was climb a gimbalene tree at the back of the studio, and we ended up over Sister Rita. So that was an everyday interaction with Bob, Bunny, and Peter. In fact, when it was my time to record my first song with Ernest Wilson as Fitzy and Freddy, it was Bunny Wheeler and Bob who stacked 3 beer boxes so I could stand on it to reach the height of Ernest, because I was very small at 7. So Bob and Bunny also played a very important role. Up until his death, because Bob still called me Little Freddy. That's how he knew me, and he called me that until his departure.
But right about now, we want to do a song for you and yours. And like Dean said, he chooses some songs that we don't do regularly on concerts. So tonight is my night. So I get the chance to do all the songs I want to do. But this song is called Somewhere. And we always like to dedicate this song to the children. And if you don't have a child, it goes out to your niece, your nephew, whomsoever. It's for the kids, and it's called Somewhere. Goes like this.
Somewhere there's a baby crying. Somewhere as his father's dying. Mommy ain't got no money for buying food for surviving. Little baby's crying. Somewhere there's someone who's lonely. Somewhere in the world profoundly. Sad to say it's not the one and only, for there are so many in a world of plenty. I've learned to love, I've learned to laugh, I've learned the truth within the path. Although my friends, life soon will end, there must be something to do for them. Somewhere there's a father teaching. Somewhere there's a youth man preaching. Take it, little ones, so the old man's preaching. No more teaching, go forth and preaching. So many lives and so many tears, grief-stricken mamas and papas. But we know what life is and we've got to face it. So let's join hands together, our hearts for each other. Let's go on together, wherever, forever. Oh, I know that somewhere out there's a little baby
cry, yeah. Oh Lord, oh now, oh well, yeah. Somewhere there's a little baby crying. Somewhere as his father's dying. Mom ain't got no money for buying food for surviving. Little baby's crying. Somewhere there's someone who's lonely. Somewhere in the world profoundly, they give little ones to the old man's preaching. No more cheating, go forth and reaching. I've learned to love, I've learned to laugh, I've learned the truth within the back. Although my friends, life soon will end, there must be something to do for them. I've learned to love, I've learned to laugh, I've learned the truth within the past. Although my friends, life soon will end, there must be something to do for them. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. We're feeling Irish so far? You know, we have enough more tune for drop scene. So just get your drink and relax yourself. Everything good tonight. You're in Freddy's hand. So you're great, all right? So, as promised tonight, we have two guests we're going to feature for you on yours. They are my real friends. And the first one I'm going to bring on tonight is a brother who doesn't get a lot of stage shows around here. But he's been doing this from he was this small. And the first time I saw him was at a talent contest. And he actually won that contest that night. And I voted him the winner. And since then, we've been good friends. So I want to take the opportunity to bring him on tonight. And you know his song, so when him start, you'll get on with it and sing along with him. So ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome on stage my brother, none other than Singing Sweet in the house tonight. Singing Sweet.
Oh, lady, I don't know, lady, I don't know, see, lady, yeah. And sometimes I wonder, how could I make it through to this world without having you? I just didn't have a clue. And sometimes it seems that this world closing in on me, and there's no way of breaking free. And then I see you reach for me. And sometimes I wanna give up, wanna give in, wanna quit the fight. And then I see ladies, and everything's alright. I said then, I'm from the north of the kind of thing I go. Said wait up, I can face the world. Oh, you know I can do anything. See funny again. Said when I see you, I see the green lights. Oh, you see me shining right through the way now. And when I see you smiling, oh lady, when I see you smiling at me. Oh, lady, I don't know my lady, I don't know sweet lady, yeah. Oh baby, there's nothing this world I could ever do, and a touch of your hands can do. It's like nothing that I ever knew. Oh yeah, and when the rain is falling, I can feel it, and that's here with me now. I wanna ask the ladies, if every, when I'm feeling alright, if every, oh let me see if I'm feeling alright, now man, to the way now. I can face the world, oh, you know what I can do, oh, to the way now. Lovely family. I remember that one again. I got. Sit down again, and don't know what's her name. And see, pull up. One more time. It's a pleasure for being here tonight, and I want to take the opportunity for big up everyone who come out tonight. Only for love and respect to Mr. Freddie McGregor. Frisco. Sit down again, and don't know what's her name. And see, she left me. I haven't been the same, and I know I love her. Oh, Donna, why you go away? Oh, Donna, I don't know the song, let me sing. Oh, 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 Donna. Said I know I love her. I know that it's true. And I know I need her. I know that it's true. You are everything I dream of. You are my guiding star. You are everything I think of. Oh, Donna, why you go away? Oh, Donna, why you still come again? Oh, oh, Donna. Oh, Donna. I can't see one word. Never. So you've given me the best of you, hey girl, and you have makes my dream come true, hey girl. And after all the things that you have done, oh girl, you make me say that you are more than a woman. So I'm dedicating this one. I love you all. Good night. Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure being here. Love, love.
What makes me special? By making special music. Songs like Push Come to Shove, So I'll Wait for You, Just Don't Want to Be Lonely, and it goes on and on. You see, over the years from early childhood at Studio One, I get the opportunity to watch people like Jackie Mitu does production, and you can go inside the studio and record a song and you can walk out and leave it like that. But you could always challenge that song and create what is called harmonies and possibly horn section, things that would enhance the song itself and make it into a giant of a song as opposed to just a nice song. So I think I've learned those traits at Studio One and I introject them into my music.
Yes.
One more time, let's hear it for Singing Sweet. One of the youth, them way don't hear much about the place, you know. But in my life, I'm well, kicking it still. So, we are feeling Harry down. And we have our next guest. You see, when him come, this here pop up. So, get ready for that one day. In the meantime, we feature some more Freddie McGregor songs for years and years. Massive, if you want to dance, get up and throw the cheer them. You know. In fact, me have some tune that come up. You see when them tune that drop, not cheer, not about yourself. So that's what I'm like. Here we go. Tired of taking the blame, I might as well play the game. Whoa, whoa, sometimes it can be so fun. I'm longing to see you. I wanna know how you've been doing over yonder. Oh well, I'm gonna catch this flight when I reach my destination. Hope you'll be smiling, longing to see me. I thought you'd drop me a line just to say hello, my dear. I'm doing fine. Oh well, yeah. It doesn't matter anyway now, 'cause my love for you will never change. Tell me right now, maybe y'all know myself. When push comes to shove, everybody's gonna put the blame on me for loving you. each and every one. Push comes to shove, everybody's gonna put the blame on me. Oh boy, yeah. I had your number in my diary, but as soon as I get home, it has been changed. Oh well now, I'm not playing any games. I wanna know if what we have remains the same. Tell me one more time, maybe I get myself. When push comes to shove, everybody's gonna put the blame on me. For loving you, for loving each and every one. Push comes to shove, then everybody's gonna put the blame on me. Say I'm loving you, it's a love that's true. Oh Lord, oh now, oh na 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 na, yeah, oh na 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 na, yeah. Say I'm longing to see you. I wanna know how you do over yonder. Whoa. Hold it. You see where without fire and I drop them tune, yeah? The chair them get vexed. Cause nobody no sit down. So see them a tune, yeah? A fully hardcore Jamaican tune them, yeah? I mean, I say all of them must see them, yeah? So know them tune, yeah? Love them tune, yeah? So what? Fire burn on the chair them, yeah, right now. Run the rhythm track. Darling, how I love you. I gave all I had. They tried to take you, and now I'm so mad. But that's the way to love. That's how I feel in my heart. I've got to say, oh, how I suffer. Oh, how I tried. I gave up my pride just to be by your side. And whomsoever tried to take the love that's really, really mine, I'll never say no other word, no other word. So if another guy back, then it's a let him try, 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 let him try. Now if another one bad, let him try, yeah. Let him try, yeah. Now if another one bad, let him try, yeah. Check this one out, y'all. Show your loving all the time. Whoa, yeah, now goes like this. I'm not in a position to maintain. Pull up. Massive, what you say? Goes like this. I'm not in a position to maintain you the way that you're accustomed to. Can't take you out to fancy places like other fellas that I know can do. I'm only able to romance you and make you tingle with the light. You must believe me, financially I'm a pauper, but when it comes to loving, I'm a your time myself. Alright, alright. My time again. Don't show me what your friends are wearing. I really don't want to see.
Oh yeah.
Don't show me what your friends are buying, 'cause money doesn't grow on trees. No way. Tell me about the things that excite you and make you tingle with the light. You must believe me. Right now tell me where to hold and touch you, 'cause when it comes to loving, I'm on your time myself. Alright, 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 Mumsy, alright, Minister in the house, alright, alright. Check this one out, right in time. Oh Lord have mercy. Everyone out there was born a true born winner. Sister Bobsy are the winner. I know. Here we go, myself. I was born a winner. Sing it out if you're true born winner. I was born a oh Lord, I remember the times how we used to sit in the park, holding hands together. I never should have gone away and left you like I did. I thought you'd take me back, but I was just a little. Let me hear you myself. Yes I am. I was born a winner. So is each and every one of you out there. Boy, I was born a winner. Oh Lord, hey now, my lonely days and my lonely nights, girl, is on the outside looking in, dreaming of holding you tight. Well, I guess I've had my day, you let me go my way. It's me who has spent. A loser, they call me, but now I'm a winner. I was born a winner. So is each and every one of you out there. I was born a winner. One more time, if you're true born winner. I was born a winner. Thank you, Minister. And you know something, it's funny. It's funny that Minister would walk in right now. Because I'm going to tell you something about Minister what you probably don't know. So this lady, if ever a party should have changed in Jamaica, she will have to remain who she is. No, I'm serious. Because not many people understand culture quite as well as Mums does. And I'm saying that in a real life. Because there's a lot of stuff that happen behind the scenes what people don't know about. But she's always there to defend us. So enough respect to you, Mums. We love you. So as we keep the program running, I want to do a medley for my brother. From a brother to another brother. Because whenever me work, me always have to do D Brown. Because D Brown is my brother. And you know, D Brown is Jamaica, so my two D Brown for you and yours. Certainly hope you love it. It goes like this. Love and hate can never be friends. Oh no, oh no. Here I come with love and not hatred. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow by all the days of my life. Envy no one, man. For there comes a day you'll be free by the Father's hand. I sing it of my people. I whoa, yeah, now. I sing it of my people now. Oh well, my head is anointed and my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow by all the days of my life. Envy no one, no wish to be with no evil man. For there comes a day you'll be free by the Father's hand. I sing it on my people. For Dennis Brown, yeah, I live it on my people. Whoa, whoa, yeah, 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 now. Come along, yeah. Oh Lord, come along, yeah. Oh my God, come along, yeah. Oh well. Do you know what it means to have a revolution? And what it takes to make a solution? Fighting against oppression. Oh yeah. Battering down depression. Massive memory, hear you say. That's what my brother would say now. That's what my sisters would say now. That's what D. Brown would say now. Do you know what it means to have a revolution? And what it takes to make a solution? Fighting against oppression. Battering down depression. So if you wanna live forever, what we gotta do? Love each other. If you wanna live on, live forever, what we must do? Love one another like brothers and sisters. We love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Mr. Dad, Sir Coxsone Clement Dad. That's my father, first and foremost, yes, because he took me in. When I wouldn't say anyone else cared, but he saw the importance of me and he took me in, and he became my father somewhat. Mrs. Dad became my mom, and myself and his children, we have a great rapport until today. But Mr. Dad was very instrumental in bringing records from abroad, giving them to me to study and listen to. So that kind of took me through a pace where I started to learn to listen to Johnny Ace, Johnny Mattis, a host of different artists and different genres of music. And that is partly one of the things that built my career to the point it is today, because I learned a lot from listening to a lot of those songs as well.
Here's another one selected by Dean Fraser himself. And Dean, I don't know you draw them tune upon me tonight, but them bad, trust me. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a nice round of applause for the band on the stand, please? Did a fantastic job. And to our sisters up here, and our brother, backing vocals, they sound splendid, don't they? Yes, for sure. Just want to take the time to say enough respect to the Ukrainian people as we go through the struggle as well, you know. As Jamaican people, we always have a soft heart for other people, even when them treat us badly, you know. But we send enough respect to them, and we hope them come out of this problem soon, get on with life, just like we are getting on with life right now. So we have a lot to be thankful for. And I just want to say, thank God to the Almighty. Jah Rastafari. Thank you. Here we go. Here we go. Let's do it from dead. man not deal with capitalists. I'm a Rasta man. Oh Lord, now I'm a revolutionist. Away from them, I man not deal with capitalists. Oh Lord, now these are the times when chains are put from Israel's feet. Them claims say we not go live in peace, but you better open up your eyes and fight for your rights, or you won't survive. I'm gonna lead my tribe of Israelites and fight for the rights. That's why they say I'm a revolutionary. Away from there, I might not deal with capitalists. I'm a Rasta man. Oh Lord, now I'm a revolutionary. Don't care what them say. I might not deal with capitalists. Be afraid to take him out. Yes, I know your evil plan, Mr. Babylon. You Babylon, you're wrong man. Babylon, shouldn't trouble judge your plans. I say you're wrong man. Oh Lord, you brought us down here in captivity. Whip us with your brutality. Turn your back on humanity. You got no love and no liberty. What you say? But say you're wrong man. You shouldn't trouble judge your plans. Shouldn't touch the Rasta man. Oh Lord, you took away our fathers' gold, robbed them of their sevenfold. Now you're locked behind the door, not knowing one day we would know the score. You're wrong man. You shouldn't trouble judge your plans. Shouldn't touch the Rasta man. Don't touch the ganja man. Oh Lord, yes, I know your evil plan, Mr. Babylon. Oh yes.
Personally speaking, from early childhood, I used to read the Bible a lot because that's something I grew up doing and through parents and everything else. And I personally find a deep love for it too. And for example, I wrote a song called Wine of Violence, which is on a Bad Studio One rhythm. Ernest Wilson has a song on that rhythm too. And so I was reading Proverbs, and King Solomon was talking to me, literally talking to me. Put your trust in the Son of the Most High, children, that he shall be like Mount Zion. Keep away from all those evil doors, for they'll only push you down in multitude of sinners. So don't eat the bread of wickedness. Stay away from the wine of violence. And we'll be doing that track tonight too.
Oh Lord now, oh well. Put your trust in the Son of the Most High, children, that he shall be like Mount Zion. Keep away from all them evil doers, for they'll only push you down in multitude of sinners. Don't eat the bread of wickedness. Oh Lord, stay away from the wine of violence. Don't eat the bread of wickedness. Oh well, stay away from the wine. One more thing I'm gonna say. Let none mercy and truth forsake you now. We love you. Bind them about thy neck, write them upon the tables of thine heart. Oh well, on the tables of thine heart. Oh well, Write them up on the tables of thine heart, yeah. Oh well, yeah. Na 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 na, yeah. Oh well, write them up on the tables of thine heart. Oh well. Here's one we call the oldest but goodest. Dig it up there. Say little girl and no time to skin up, but little girl at this time you come up. Say little girl you must want to give up, but little girl at Jaja want to live up. I will make you feel alright throughout the night. Come on, I will make you feel alright. Come on, woman, just love me right. All you gotta do is try love. Come on and come on and come on and oh Lord, now throughout the night I will make you feel alright. Come on, woman, just love me right. La 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 la. Oh yeah, nah nah. La 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 la. Oh well well. La 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 la. Oh now. La 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 la. Say little girl, then the time for skin up, but little girl at this time you come up. Say little girl, you must say want me give up, but little girl at Jaja want to live up. Then all you gotta do is try love. Come on now, try love. Freddy man now, try love. Come on now, try love. Come on now, try love. Come on, try love. Thank you. Thank you. So as promised, we have another very special guest. And that brethren I'm not ordinary. I'm a real brethren too, you know, I just random people at power every time. But I just serious, can I say, he want to choke off a Jacqueline, but he have to draw for him robbers. He had seen thing no easy. It make you die like flowers. Him bad like he has. Him one of the other artists them when I really get no run about here, but great artists. And tonight, I want you to help me welcome on stage none other than my brother, Frisco Kid in the house.
Them flexible. Then when me love me something with them, I reckon out think I'm manifest. My wife out me left, me tell get the truth me no press. Cause me don't pan this side flexible. All when she ready fi go love and caress. When she have the bump on the breast, some other girl have vex. But I know what she be having on me. When me tell them, me say they and them if you live in this style. If you got the grill, go chill out for a while. To your body, whoa! Blessed good night. Them say reggae month, but you know say reggae here we say, right? Cause 2 years we don't enjoy ourselves, no. So you ready to do it again? Alright. Let me say the and them if you live in this style. If you're gonna grill, go chill out for a while. To your body ready, make some girl blood a boil. And not the artist style, yeah. When we tell them, tired body girl, them out of season. Man, go check them. Whoa! That's your that. Listen me now. You don't know the captain, you know. Blessed good night. All MPs and all ministers, respect and honors. Manners, you don't know. As a youth from the West, we always go for the best. So you wanna know? Draw for the joyride for me, please. Cause I see a brother over there so about 6 glasses of the Hennessy him drink. I don't know if it's free. It's free? Hey now. Hey now. Hey now. Hey now. A lot of girls not get no loving tonight. Oh, a lot of man not get no loving tonight. Yeah, but do remember be a rough rider. Because it's a take over. Alright, let me tell them. I want to choke off a Jacqueline, but me have to drop from a. Whoa! Yeah! So I say protect yourself. Listen, me, I don't go up in alone and kill people. Me don't hear them talk about AIDS again. Me don't hear them talk about gonorrhea. Wait, listen me. Prevention better than cure. Me want them more and more. Prevention better than cure, than cure, than cure, than cure, than. Alright, prevention better than cure. So me want them more and more. Prevention better than prevention better than. Move about here, me want tell them. Me want to juke off a Jacqueline, so me have to draw from a rubber. We make you die like flowers, die out like. Yeah, me want to juke off a Jacqueline, but me have to. So it's nice for the AIDS thing. We make you die like. We don't want to sing it with me. When we stop and we go checking our crystal, we get to realize that no man and no. I know pretty girl, we not trust them at all, at all, at all, at all. Hey, you find all a young girl and show she. You think say she not give you bun with ball. You frightened for your rasta name alcohol, 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 alcohol. Hey, when she a Peter Mark and she there with Saul. All of a married man over Whitehall. When you're in love, make sure you no fall, no fall, no fall. Remember, me want to choke off a Jacqueline. Me have to draw from my rubbers for my rubber hands. So it's nice for the AIDS thing. We make you die like. Remember, I love you. Manners and respect. More love. Happy 2022. Run me I got you. Go where I got you. Go where I got you, daddy. Frisco Kids.
One more time for Frisco Kids, massive. What are you hot, man? Like 1,000 fireside. I want to juke off a Jacqueline, but him have a draw for him robbers. My goodness. Frisco, that's a good one in here for all the gentlemen them out there tonight. So, massive, you enjoying yourself? Yes, again, I want to say thanks for this opportunity to come and perform for you tonight, courtesy of the Minister of Culture. We thank you very, very much. We love you, Sister Babsy. You know that. So all night we're there and we had some tune, but we're not paying no respect to the ladies yet. And we see a lot of ladies out here in the crowd. Sisters, can I hear you? Okay. Brothers, can I hear you? Like, yo, yo! Sound alright-ish. Brothers, one more time. Can I hear a big yo, yo, yo? Sound better. Sisters, can I get a scream? It all over by the shout. Virgin, nobody asking nothing more. I the woman them time, you understand? So I gotta tell the time to do a couple songs for the sisters tonight, and Virgin just bear with me till we go back into the ragamuffin thing, right? So here we go. Sitting by the open fireplace in my favorite dungaree, playing a few bars of a melody, and it sounded sweet to me. I thought I'd get up and take a look around, but my feet got in the way. Oh Lord, stumbled to the floor. She was right at the door. I could see her face, but how could it be? The sister ran away from me. My best friend's gone. Oh Lord, I'm so all alone. I really miss you, Randy. I'm so all alone. When are you coming back home? Oh sister, I really miss you, Randy. Missing you every day. Are you coming home to stay? 'Cause I love you, sisters. This one was dedicated to you.
thank you very much. We love you.
I got my appreciation. I would say it came from listening to people like the Clarendonians, Derek Morgan, Prince Buster, Delroy Wilson, Eb Tones, Bob Andy, all those great artists from earlier. Because I genuinely loved music, and we had a piano at my school, my alma mater, Hayes Primary School. And Ernest Wilson used to attend that school because we both are from Clarendon, hence the name, the group Clarendonians. And so Ernest used to play the piano every Thursday. I used to chime in and, you know, we sing and play around, and people started to say, well, my tiny son can sing. And that's when I made up that little song called Roll Dumpling Roll. If you want to know dumpling sweet, dip it into coconut oil. And it became a big hit in my community. So all of the big people used to check me and say, Tiny boy, sing the dumpling song, I'm going to bust a tune, I'm going to get 2 pence or 3 pence or quatty, whatever it was. And that was a big thing for me. Little did I know that eventually I would come to Kingston and would end up at Studio One, which is the equivalent to Motown Records in the USA, and that I would have had a career that would last until, we're what, 2022 now? 1963, 2022. I think that's a great job.
Na 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 na, boy. Last night their eyes were telling me what words could never say. You needed room to breathe, you needed time to get away. It's a way for young heart, and I know just how you feel. Your dreams are real, and I would never hold you against you. Can I hear everybody? And so I'll wait for you, just as long as you want me to. Yes, I'll wait for you. I know you'll come through. I hope you find that the things you need are the things you had with me. Yes, I'll wait for you, you know I'll wait. Today I woke up wondering, was I right or was I wrong? Did I really mean to let you go? Did I need to act so strong? It's a way for fools to agree to set you free. All I know, if our love is real, then you'll come on back to me. So I'll wait for you, just as long as you want me to now. Yes, I'll wait for you, I know you'll come through, yeah. Hope you find that the things you need are the things you had with me. Yes, I'll wait for you. When I look out the window and I see a stranger go walking by, I always imagine that it will be you next time. Oh well, you know I'll wait. I'll wait for you, lady. It's a way for young heart, and I know just how you feel. Your dreams are real, and I would never hold you against your will. You know I'll wait for you, lady. You know I'll wait. You know I'll wait for you, sister. for you, just as long as you want me to now. Yes, I'll wait for you, I know you'll come through. I hope you find that the things you need are the things you had with me. Yes, I'll wait for you, you know I'll wait for you, lady. Oh, well, I'll wait for you, lady. Thank you very much. Freddy loves you. We love you. We love you. Thank you. Oh my God. Oh well. Wanna thank you very much for coming out. We love you, massive. Oh well. I don't mind when you say that you're going away. Just don't wanna be lonely. Oh well now, I don't care if we share only moments a day. Just don't wanna be lonely. I'd rather be loved, needed, depending on to give a love I can't give when you're gone. When you're gone, just don't wanna be lonely. Oh Lord now, I don't mind when the time sets the sun to the moon. Yeah. Let the stairs find you there at the end of the room. Yeah. Your time I say, I'd rather be loved, needed, depended on to give a love I can't give when you're gone. When you're gone, just don't wanna be lonely. I wanna thank y'all very much for coming out, massive. We love you. Thank you very much. Minister of Culture. Love you, thank you. Just don't wanna be lonely. I'd rather be loved, needed. When you're gone, just don't wanna be lonely. I'd rather be loved, needed, depended on to give a love I can't give when you're gone, yeah. When you're gone, just don't wanna be lonely, and I don't wanna be lonely. Thank you, we love you, God bless you. Thank you. Why you say one more? Oh, that sound like two more, so. So many people wanna see me. Stop loving you. Tell them they can. So many people wanna see Freddy. Stop loving you. No, I can't stop loving you. I wouldn't be so ungrateful to you. You've done so many things for me, even made me strong when I was weak. So many people wanna see me. Stop loving you. Tell them they can't. So many people wanna see me. Stop loving you. Oh well, but you're my love, you're my life, you're my sister tonight. Yeah, now. Say you're my love, you're my life, you're my sister tonight and forever. So many people wanna see me stop loving you, fade them down. So many people wanna see me stop loving you. So many people wanna see me stop loving you. Oh well, so many people wanna see me stop loving you. Now bother sit down. No, now bother sit down and now go work. You see, if you have on something with him, white name Soleto, the aisle something. If you have it on, take it off. Cause that time you dance time, you understand? Dance time. We want to see all of the man them, all of the woman them. Straight up dance time. This carry go bring come my dear. It bring misery. This carry go bring come my dear. It bring misery. You're going from home to home, making disturbances. We need no light to see. You're making disturbances. It's better to seek a home in Mount Zion High instead of keeping oppression upon an innocent man. For time will tell on you, you old Jezebel. How long shall the wicked reign over my people? It's got time, come on everybody, it's got time. Wicked up, wicked, 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 wicked up, wicked. Wait the town and tell the people, Bob the musical disc coming your way. If I had the wings of a dove, if I had the wings of a dove, I would fly, fly away, fly away and be. If I had the wings of a dove, if I had the wings of a dove, I would fly, fly away. Fly away, fly away now. If I have no wings, since I have no wings, since I have no wings, I'm gonna sing, sing, sing. Since I have no wings, since I have no wings, since I have no wings, I'm gonna sing, sing, sing. If I have the wings of a dove, if I have the wings of a dove, I would fly, fly away, fly away and be. Then I would fly, fly away now. Then I would fly, fly away now. Oh Lord now, oh Lord now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. My advice to the younger artists and DJs coming up would be
to pay attention to the industry you're in. Unfortunately, music doesn't require you to be excellent anymore because of social media and the different platforms that are there. And nothing is wrong with that too. If you're able to get through by whatever means, just be your best. Be your best self. Create the best music you can think of creating. Because at the end of the day, you have to look at yourself and your career and ask yourself the true question, have I done well? And you want that answer to be yes. The music has grown tremendously over the years. We've had setbacks and we've had great times. People like Shaggy Sean Paul, those are trailblazers. And of course Bob Marley was being #1 forever and ever. And we keep doing what we're doing. So we're thankful for where the music is at today. Personally, if you ask me, I'd say we could be a little ahead. But I'm comfortable with where we are, and we just hope that the younger generation will get the knack of it and continue to keep this thing burning.
Yes. When I'm a long time friend, couldn't find the entrance to the place. Take her the whole night, but she finally come through. And guess what? Session I'll leave till she graces the stage. So watch her. You see, without further ado, let me introduce my sister, my bona fide sister, to close out the Freddie McGregor experience. May I talk about Sister Marcia Griffiths? You know that, right? You know that, right? Oh my gosh. Oh yes, now. Oh yes. Oh yes. Sister Marcia, welcome to the stage. Welcome to the stage. Welcome to the Freddy stage.
Freddy, you don't want to dress for the stage.
She dress every day.
No.
Every day. Nobody can dress like Sister Marcia.
There's nowhere in the world that I would rather be than with you, my love.
And there's nowhere in this world that I would rather be than beside Sister Marcia, my love. For united we stand, divided we fall. And if our back should ever be against the wall, we'll be together, together, you and I. Oh Lord, one more time. For united we stand, divided we fall. And if our back should ever be against the wall, we'll be together, together, you and I.
Love you, Freddy.
One more song from Sister Marcia, done? You must say mad. One more song, Sister Marcia, do. I pray of thee. Shall I do it? Shall I do it?
No. Is who that?
A fire, fire, fire burning now. Oh Lord, well.
I was talking to myself, observing all these times.
Pull up! Pull up! Run it! Run it! Sister Marcia!
I was talking to myself, observing all these times. From every angle I could see, my people, you're meeting hell. The brothers have turned to cry, so they die from time to time. We'd like to ask you leaders, what have you got in mind? I see the fire's spreading, it's getting hotter and hotter. But as we walk
Marcia in the house that a murderer. A Freddy in the house that a murderer. And when we touch this, I see it mash up tonight. Sister Bob's, you're feeling irate. A fire burning, burning, burning. Feel the fire burning. A fire burning, burning, burning. Feel the fire burning. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. We love you. God bless you. One more time for Sister Marcia and all the crew. Enough love. Thank you, massive. God bless you. Take care of yourself, and we'll see you again. Enough love.
Bust a toast for the friends that take off the below. One time did sit down in a class and report that only set the road and we go on with the road.
Jamaica, the land of Bob Marley, Marcus Mosiah Garvey, Usain Bolt, and of course Reggae Month, the only month-long reggae music festival on planet Earth, where something reggae happens every day in the month of February, ranging from mega reggae concerts, reggae award ceremonies, and educational symposia on reggae.
Yeah, blessings fall, right.
February is Reggae Month. Reggae Month is February, when Jamaica invites the world to come to Mecca, Reggae Mecca, and come catch the rhythm like no place else on earth, only in Jamaica.
And that's how I made to give him the glory. I'm with the lies and Jano say my passion ignites it. Got the music get me excited. I'm coming like a boss.
Reggae is global. Reggae is everywhere.
Yeah, reggae is my life, you know, because I was reggae ministry, I walk out saying that or something.
We have something which the world crave even right now. Reggae is internationally known.